Alright, hello and what is up everybody? CliffaPigs here, once again playing some more modded Minecraft Create Ultimate Selection, the finale. Because I decided that I'm not having fun in this mod pack anymore. Well, originally I went to Bright Eyes and was hopeful of creating something that would have been impressive in the long run. I just can't bother with it. First of all, it's just like nothing works how I remember them working. It seems like there's just a wee bit of extra degree of unnecessary difficulty that's been added for the sake of adding it. I think it's because too many mod pack makers are being influenced by things like Dark Souls and Metroidvania games and just trying to make a game unnecessarily more complicated than it need to be for the sake of overcomplication. You know, like Mechanism doesn't even do 5-time ore processing. It only does 3.3. What the hell is the point of going through all this for just 3.3 more ores? That's bullshit. Tankers doesn't even by default do 2 anymore. It's 1.3 duplication. That's bullshit. Create just lags out my flipping game. Not to mention, anytime you do something with Create, and you're relying on Create to do something, it's always a bottleneck somewhere that just breaks your machine in the chain. And then you're like, oh great, what's broken? Let me travel to my huge ass factory to see what's broken. And you know, I made that rant before at the end of Create to Mechanism, and how that was just getting annoying. But yeah. It's like, as much as I would love to do the big old factories and whatnot, this mod pack runs like ass. It just runs like ass. And it's like, I don't even feel like I'm doing that much for it to run so poorly. And I know it's not my computer. Don't you dare say it's my computer. Don't you ever say it's my computer, because my computer can definitely handle this. It's just unoptimized. And instead of optimizing, I don't know what the developer is doing. But yeah, I think the next time I play Minecraft, it's probably just going to be in creative mode. I'm gonna just do a let's build. Because one thing I do want to do is with Mine Holidays is just build out a full city. But not deal with like actually grinding for resources and what's it. You know, just like I probably will take this mod pack because it has mine colonies, it has immersive engineering, so I can do like power lines and what's it. It has Create, so if I want to do something with Create, I can do something with Create. I probably won't. And it fortunately only has Mechanism for power. It doesn't have like power or bigger reactors, or I don't even know what the name of big reactors anymore, because it used to be big reactors, then it became bigger reactors, and then extreme reactors. I don't know, reactor mod. Let's just call it that. But yeah. Because all I gotta do is look in this direction, I'll lose all my frames. I don't know why. And then look in this direction, I'll gain all my frames back. But yeah, I think I probably will come back to this, but it's going to be in Create, and I'm just gonna build like a city. In Create mode, I'm not gonna deal with any of this like just not gonna deal with any of the limitation of being in survival mode and have to hunt resources and Worry about things spawning. I'm gonna play it like it's fucking City Skylines, okay? Honestly, I think that's gonna be pretty awesome. But I'm gonna put Minecraft on a pause. I feel like I played a bit too much Minecraft on my channel here. And instead, I'm gonna switch it up. And right now, I'm kind of having a debate rather to go ahead and play like the OG Red Dead Redemption that just been released on PC, the remaster. I know it's not a remake because it doesn't look as good as Red Dead Redemption 2, which Red Dead Redemption 2 looks so damn good. So it's either play that, become a cowboy again. One thing I love about Rockstar games is the freedom to do stupid shit. It's like you have this nice serious story where you can be all serious and all moody and what's it. It's like, oh my gosh, focus, this shit's happening. But at the same time, you can just like, you know, do something stupid, like put a lasso on somebody and drag them behind a horse into like a, I don't know, trash can or some shit. And then watch the trash can go flying to outer space. So it's either play Red Dead Redemption, the original, with money I don't have to get it, or Tomb Raider, which is already in my library. Like the new, not the new, like the, I guess the reboot of the Tomb Raider series. I have access to it. So what I was thinking of, like, I was thinking of, like, just play that series. Play Tomb Raiders 1, and then Rise of the Tomb Raider, and then Shadow of the Tomb Raider. Because Tomb Raider is one of those games where I played it originally on the PlayStation, but I think I stopped playing it because it was either the puzzles were too difficult or the spookiness was real. I'm not sure what Tomb Raider had like dinosaurs in it, because that's the one I remember playing on PlayStation. I mean the OG PlayStation, not the PS5, you fucking youngsters. I'm talking about the original OG PlayStation 1. Back when Lara Croft's tits were just triangles, because that was the best they can do. Even though it technically wasn't the best they can do, because Naughty Dog somehow figured it out for like Crash Bandicoot, because I definitely remember. Was it? It wasn't Coco, right? What the hell was the name of Crash Bandicoot's girlfriend? Because I'm drawing a blank. Because I think Coco was his sister. I know that. But I know his girlfriend was just stuck. Well, she was thick with like 3,000 C's. But seriously. Someone at Naughty Dog was like, no, we will use all of this console processing power to put them polygons in. I remember it was like whenever she came on screen, it would cause the game to slightly lag because it used so much processing power to render her tits. Because Naughty Dog went extreme. Was that like Lucky her name was? No, I honestly don't remember her name. But yeah, while Lara Croft is over here accepting triangles, Naughty Dog, and I guess it wasn't Rare, was it? Who made the Donkey Kong franchise? But yeah, some just had their priorities set, that's all. How the hell am I eating this tea leaves? Like pure tea leaves. I mean, they're giving me regeneration, but you don't just eat tea leaves. So in Farmer Delights, if I combine it over a campfire with water, lavender, I can make tea. Oh, it's straight up just a potion. Okay. But yeah, I think what I'm gonna do in this stream here is just finishing up the houses. You know, putting roofs on these buildings, because a lot of them don't even have a roof. I know, yeah, well, I will admit that it was literally my fault I don't have a roof. There's no reason why I couldn't give them a roof. I just chose not to give them a roof. Because I was being lazy. I mean, shingles are here, but shingles are a pain in the ass to make, so fuck them shingles. And the disease. Fuck all diseases, okay? I mean, don't literally fuck the disease, but fuck disease existing is what I... You know, I'm gonna start talking. Alright. So I need oak. And honestly, I think I'm gonna do a stone slab roof for here, because I have plenty of stone, right? Yeah. I've never seen that before. I mean, it looks nice, but no. So if you've never done a smooth stone slab roof before, it's very easy. I'm gonna need so much smooth stone for this. You go up one. Now luckily I know where the dead middle's at. Alright, because I know 1% I'm gonna run out of smooth stone. Let me get rid of this concrete, grab some cobble from here. Put that cobble in there, let it cook. Actually, shit. I need smooth stone. Hold on, I'm just gonna throw that in there. Throw that in there as well. And where's my furnace? There we go. Make an iron furnace, because then it'll cook faster. And then look up the iron furnace. Can I make it gold? There we go. Can I make it diamond? There we go. I don't have enough emeralds, so I can't go emeralds. I think I can go obsidian. Nope, obsidian requires that or that. Crystal requires that. I can do crystal though. I don't know why that is a recipe, but I mean, it's a recipe. Okay, and now there's supposed to be a way to make it a factory. One piston. One piece of paper. There we go. Now I think once you make something a factory, speed doesn't affect it anymore, but let's see. If I come over here, do that. Oh, okay. Still works. Nope. And I'll sort. That way it just goes through it faster. That is 1% draining my power, isn't it? Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Alright, let's have you slow the fuck down a bit. Okay, I'm running out of power. Cole, where the hell you at? Okay. Just gonna put that in there. Are you done? You're done. Okay, that wasn't, terrifying at all, as it almost just burned through, like, all my power. Alright, note to self, this is a lot more powerful than what my current system is doing. The way this works is you do 2. And then you go up by 1 every 2. Until you get to the center. And my jetpack is running out of fuel here. Alright, leave that to refuel. But yeah, so like I was saying, I'm switching over to like Tomb Raider. It's either gonna make Tomb Raider or Red Dead Redemption 1. You'll find out when I actually do so. Probably not gonna stream tomorrow, because truth be told, I am feeling more and more tired from work every day. I have to go to work because work is a hellhole, okay? And for those of you who don't have to deal with work, whether you was fortunate enough to be born in a situation where you just don't need to work, or you legally cannot work because you are a child and you live in a country where children do not work because your country is civil. Enjoy the freedom of not having to deal with work. Because once you start having to deal with that, man, you just really learn to hate people. Okay? You'd be thinking like, oh, people's great, people's awesome. Then you work a job and you're like, Is it wrong to wish for the oblivion of all of society and every human in it? And I'm gonna tell you right now, as a person who's been working for like the past 10 years, or 10 too long, no, no, it's not. It is 100% acceptable. Because rather than just be dealing with the fact that, like, your bosses are probably gonna be a fucking idiot. They're gonna be well aware that they're an idiot. Yet for some reason, they're your boss and you have to deal with them. Alright, if that stopped producing power, I think I know what's going on here. Let me grab a bucket. Because that should be filling up. But yeah, from the hell of work to the hell of dealing with people. It's like I'm just always tired. And someone even commented like, man, you sound tired. It's like, I'm not trying to sound tired. I do try my best to pretend like everything is a-okay and try to actually be excitable and fun and entertaining for these streams here. But what often happens is just fatigue is a bitch. Okay? Fatigue is a hell of a bitch. And it's like, you're going into anything but everything with best laid plans about what you want to do, what you think you're going to do, what you're going to accomplish. And then reality sets in that you are too tired to live out what you want to do. And so you wind up settling for what you can do. You know, this is the most depressing conversation I've ever had on stream. Let's forget this conversation ever happened and instead focus on finishing up the risk here. Shall we? And fuck depressing conversations, okay? And where's all that dry kelp I made? Oh, there it is. I'm like, where the fuck's my dry kelp? You know, so I won't have to worry about, like, you know, going to sleep at night or eating. Just gonna set it to, like, peaceful. It's the finale. I'm not gonna be attacked by anything. So I might as well enjoy it, you know? Also, whatever mod is making it so I can just mine out the bottom half of the slab without mining out the top half of that slab, even when it's a whole block. Thank you. But yeah. Also, other games I've been thinking about playing is like, one is Moon Knight, because I keep hearing great things about it. I mean, not Moon Knight. That's a show. It's not Silk Song, because I think Silk Song's the DLC. Is it Moon Knight? Whatever the game is that Silk Song is the DLC for that people have been losing their mind waiting for, that is the one I'm thinking about playing. But there's also another one called like Nines, which has a very interesting concept of like 9 fighting styles that you have to attain. Because I do want to play like a side-scroller beat 'em up. Or a side-scroller Metroidvania, so I do enjoy those games. They're fun, they're simple, they get the job done. That's why I was disappointed with like Fist. And the fact that it was just a stuttery mess, just absolutely broken. And the thing about like China Hero Games is like I'm not sure if like they're just a publisher. They have many people working underneath them that are producing lots of things. And you know, some studios are gonna give a fuck about their product, like Anno Mutationen, who kept patching their games over and over again. And so they got a product that they was happy with and proud of them and great on them for doing so. I thoroughly enjoy Anno Mutationen. I can easily recommend that game. That was good. That was fun. Do you feel like the story could have used a little bit of polish though? So that's the only thing I did. I ran out of power. You power hungry motherfucker. Come on, I need my computer back on. This is nothing, because this thing's stealing all the power. I'm gonna have to take you out. I know I wasted all that power there by taking it out. But, oh well. Just gotta use you. We're nowhere near as fast, but I don't need that much to finish this roof here. Escape. And let's land this right here. But look at that. Putting roofs on roofs. I mean, imagine me putting roofs on places. You know, it's insanium. I am gonna go ahead and grab that diamond furnace again. As well as that speed augment. As I can just do that. Now luckily there is power being generated after I kind of just haphazardly destroyed a lot of that power. And go ahead and grab some coal. Yeah, that's another thing. It's like, I never really had to worry about power before, because normally I just make the big reactor and call it a done deal. But big reactor is not here. Because I type in reactor, This is mechanism reactors, or mechanism generators, which I don't really like mechanism generator because it has a chance of exploding. I know I can turn it off in the config files, but I'd rather not have to mess with the config files to begin with. So let's go ahead and let's finish up this roof, shall we? But yeah. So I was thinking about either, I don't know. More than likely I'm gonna play Tomb Raider because I already have it in my library. I have the trilogy in my library. I already have it, don't have to spend more money to get it. Right now Rockstar wants $50 for like Red Dead Redemption, which is like, oh yes, $50 for a game that came out 13 years ago because you remaster it rather than doing an HD remake. Like if you're charging new game prices because you went and you did an HD remake, I don't get mad about that. It's an HD remake. Obviously some effort would have to be put in there in order for an HD remake to exist, because you're remaking something completely. But when it's just a remastering, like the thing about remastering is like all you're doing is adding pixels where there wasn't pixels before. So you're just upscaling it and fixing textures along the way, and that's it. And maybe you change one or a few things that people had a problem with. You unlock the frame rates, so you actually can get like, you know, above 60. You optimize that third. But those are like minor changes. And no, I'm harping on it because I'm not a developer. I don't know how game development actually works. So it could just be me being an ignorant asshole. But at the same time, I also know Rockstar developers are some of the best in the business. So excuse me for having higher standards with them. When, you know, you play games like GTA, Bully, and stuff like that, and you know that, like, the Rockstar team is very capable. Okay? They're not novices. They're very capable. So when they do something as minor as, like, just a remastering, and then you want to charge $60 at it like it's something major, I'm gonna be a little bit of a wee bit of a kind of bit of an asshole about it. It's nothing personal, but just gonna be a bit of an asshole about it. Now, if they was actually doing an HD remake, that'd be another story. Because honestly, I prefer the HD remakes over just remasterings. Because then you put effort into it, you put work into it, you reignite the passion into it. Not to mention there's some things in games that maybe, you know, were okay at the time you released them that not okay today, so you just have to change some stuff around. You know, why you wrong? And that shit happens. Times change. There's shit today that you just can't say like you could back in the 90s and whatnot. And so I understand needing to, like, edit out some problematic commentary that was okay at the time of release that just might get you canceled today. Which I wonder how, like, you know, Rockstar is handling, thank you Simon Dust for lurking. I wonder how Rockstar is handling the whole entire GTA 6. They're gonna keep their, like, we joke about it, we talk about everything here attitude, or are they gonna be in fear of the current political climate and they might be changing some scripts every now and then? Because right now, especially here in America, so strange to say, we don't really have a freedom of speech anymore. Alright, eat. Alright, I mean, this is a down roof, but off for a second. Do I have any glass? And what about lanterns? A couple of soul lanterns would do the trick. I don't need that much light from these. What is that? That's like 3-way. This has to be filled up with that. That. Really? Of course I run out. Also, I much prefer using the clear glass, but I don't feel like clicking on the damn container over and over again to get it. Alright, all gonna be over here. The convenient thing is I can do this from inside. Alright. There we go. This place now has a roof. Now, one thing I am going to want to do is grab some of this stuff here. Because I think if I hunt this, I'll get blackstone. Also, game, how long are you planning to be nighttime, you know? That is how you get blackstone, right? Bulk containing cobblestone. Okay, there we go. I'm like damn blackstone. Alright, so I have some blackstone, have some basalt. That's fine. Kind of want both anyway. I think what I'm going to do is combine that stone and basalt with the bamboo, because I'm going to make shingles. Not the virus. The things you use to make your roof look good. If you see a flickering, that is my OLED monitor doing that. Let me see, I can make shingles with either the bamboo or... Actually, should I probably use the treated wood? Treated wood with a black stone might look good. Polished basalt just looks like pillars. Actually... Take out that. You can go in there. What I decided to do with this wall here is I'm going to use the slag bricks and regular bricks and just interweave them. Rather than have the layer look, so I'm just putting them all in now. Now then, how the hell do I make shingles? I think I just need the architect cutters. Yep, need this thing. Alright, architect cutter, I'll put you here. And then if I do bamboo, alright. Shingles, this style. Support material, that. If I do support material with salt in that. Or let me see. I have a shit ton of treated wood. What if I do treated wood? Oh, I can't use treated woods. Interesting, 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 interesting. Okay, so I think I'm just going to use bamboo in this. Let me see, how do you look? Okay, this stuff can literally auto-deletes way faster using that. Alright. I think that looks good. Right now, I'm just building up the walls. What I'm going to do is just go ahead, prick in place, destroy some walls. I think I'm going to take out the oak and replace that with like polished basalt. I think the polished basalt is just going to look more like dirty ass stone. And just look a little bit better. better look. It looks more industrial, that. Luckily, I had just enough basalt to do so. Alright. So while I wait for more slag, let me go ahead and grab more bricks. There's more clay in the oven there. See what I mean? Like, once I go ahead and get more bricks, I'm just going to take out a few pieces, mix and match the bricks and the slag bricks. It's going to look more industrial, more like a factory. I mean, some of this is going to be taken out, and what I'm going to do is going to do the iron bars treatment. Because iron bars for windows is just something I always do for factories. It's gonna have to wait until you get enough iron bars to even do that. And then I think I'm gonna do these wall lanterns, put them over here around this building, unless there's actually wall lamps. Like, no. Ceiling fans, maybe. Keep the place cool because there's like heavy machineries going on there. Yeah, nah. Cover this up at the same time. I kind of don't. I mean, it's the finale. I'm not really gonna come back to this world and do anything with it. I'm just not. Close that door. Like, maybe I do actually just put like a roof on that or something, close that building up. And let's see what I do there. Almost done. as for roof, I think because this is evens, which means shit, it's evens. So what I think I'm gonna do is like a double roofing. It's gonna be so annoying to slant this because I'm gonna need so much materials to do this. So much materials. But yeah, so basically the way this works is that this goes all the way up to here, stops, comes down here, and then another one goes all the way up to here, stops, and then comes down here. Like, now that I'm thinking about it, I think that might actually look like pure shit. And now I don't want to do that. I think I got the wrong roof for this. Why are you being stupid? There's always that one bit of roof that wants to be extra stupid. That one bit of roof. There we go. That's what I want. Also, is it just eternal nighttime? Or something like, am I crazy? Or has it been like night for like forever now? Because I swear I'm still waiting for daytime. It's a little bit weird since there's no actual bamboo in this building for that to just be bamboo. So I think what I'm gonna do support materials, shingles materials, and I'm gonna go with this one here. Way more of that. Time to use this thing. I forgot to make the right shingles. That's fine. I still have blackstone, right? Yes, I still have blackstone. For such a short distance. Support materials, roofing materials. There we go. Alright, I should have everything I need to actually finish this properly now. Famous last words. And that's the problem. Like, now I'm getting lag looking towards the house. I'm like, why? Why you do this? Why you gotta be so rude? Alright. Can I place this faster if I just do this? Slightly. At least I don't have to deal with that more noise in my ear. Okay, so this has a little bit of overhang. A little bit of overhang. It's starting to look like a proper building. I'm definitely gonna want like brick stairs on the inside. Cause I'm sorry, but yeah, nah. Power getting full on power. That's all full on power. Good. See what I mean by just having it mixed in rather than that one layer look I was going for. So yeah, I just need enough bricks to finish it off. And then what I could probably do is like this stone brick stairs or something. Maybe some cobble deep six stairs. Actually, nah. This would be much better. I need a lot more than that. Can you please place where I tell you to place? That would be nice. The reason why I didn't go with the cobble deep plates is one, it would look too dark, and two, I have nothing that is really going with it. You might say the polished, the salt goes with it, but nah. Okay. Hopefully the night doesn't last for all eternity again. I wonder if I can get a skylight in here. So that way it's not super dark. Oh my gosh. The misclicks are driving me crazy. Look, it's a half moon. Does a half moon have a name, or is it just called a half moon? Because, you know, you have full moon, you have new moon, you have crescent moon. Half moon just sounds so lame compared to the other names. And then you have all the variation of moon names, you know, like Buck Moon and Strawberry Moon and Super Moon. I've seen a super strawberry moon before. That shit creepy as fuck. If you don't know what a super moon is, it's basically when the moon is the closest to the Earth. So you can see it in lots of detail and it looks huge. Like, I've seen it before at nighttime. It's just a gigantic moon. Just like, god damn, that's a big ass moon. But yeah, no, it looks huge as hell. Now, the problem with the flat shingles is that the flat shingles will show that yellow. But at the same time, I kind of think that works. Like, honestly, I'm liking the look of the basalt and the black stone. I mean, not the basalt, the bamboo and the black stone. They might have been added like two different updates, but I don't know, it's kind of a vibe. I don't know, what do you guys think? Vibe check? Vibe check? Can we get a vibe check? What's that? It is 2025 and nobody does vibe checks anymore? That explains a lot of shit right now going on in the world. Gonna get rid of 2 layers of this. Yeah, I think I can. I'm kind of liking it, even though shingles is really giving me oriental vibes of this, like, building here. How much blackstone I have left? I have no blackstone left. Alright. Last of my cobblestones. Can't believe after all that cobblestone I had, I'm finally running out of this stuff. Like, and I had a shit ton of blackstone, cobblestone. Come on, there we go. This, and what I want is the really ultra low shingles. And you're just gonna have an earth. Oh, you can hear that echo. I don't know what mod, like every mod creator keeps putting in that adds in that echo, but just not a fan of it. Alright, let me go ahead and grab some more cobblestone. Vibe check, vibe check. Oh. like torches or anything. Oh, there's a cabin right here. Speaking of Vibe, one thing I keep hearing about is something called like vibe coding. The fuck is vibe coding? I can't keep up with these hipsters and the newfound language that they keep creating. Alright, I think I should have enough. I have enough. Alright. Any bees in there? Lots of bees. Put this in there, let it cook. Some of this. That stuff, that good stuff, that good stuff. There's more clay from here. Cook that clay up. I mean, since I know you're not exactly causing me lag, it's just create existing causing me lag. Alright, and let's put that to work there. Don't know why I took that smooth stone out. That's my bad. My bad, my bad, my bad. Alright. Let's go ahead and finish this. There we go. Why does it look so oriental for this? Yes. Conveniently ran out of things at the right time there. I want the ultra flats. I think this counts as just a slab. So oriental, and I don't know why. Like, I'm gonna put paper lanterns on this bitch. Fuck it. Forgot that Macaw has Macaw roof that looks pretty much like shingles, and I could have used that as well, but oh well. I said, oh well, it's too late to apologize. I said it's too late to apologize. Right. Problem with the ultra flat roof is that you have to put it on slabs. You can't be on the stairs. It's a slab. Gotta put slab on slabs. I mean, this is gonna mean like a little bit of stone brick sticking out. But that's fine. How? I see, you can't slap X. Alright, what I can do is get rid of these, right? Use regular shingles. Why do I have no frames right now? I am down to like 29 frames. I don't even know why. See, that is why I'm abandoning this mod pack here. Because those frame dips is just unreal. They're unreal and they're unjustifiable. Ouch. Back. That's fine. You hate to hear it, but you just gotta do it. So moving. Is there smokestacks? I think there is smokestacks. Nope, there's no smokestacks. Okay. Alright, so I know what I need. I have some blackstone. And just going to sleep because the night lasts for all of eternity for some reason. I don't know why. Right over here, you, that, boom. And then what I need is you. More of those. Alright, that should be enough. Alright, so if I just go here, and I should be able to do that. Not sure how this came up to like be even for the roof, but sure, I'll just put that there and it looks so fucking oriental. I wasn't even going for an oriental look, but whatever, sure, fine, it happened. Get the slabs and then put in some iron bar windows. I am going to put in some paper lanterns. Like, you think I'm joking about the paper lanterns. I'm not joking about the paper lanterns. What I came in here for, slag. Slag, slag. Some more clay while I'm here. Gotta go ahead and put this in. have to go all the way around. I do, thankfully. Alright. And what I think I'm going to do is put one... Oh, you know what? Instead of doing that, what I'm going to do is instead put one there and there for corners. Fill that out. Oh, of course I run out. That's where I'm going to hear the hang the paper lanterns from. It's gotta look awesome. It's gotta look great. You need to trust me. Do I have a Marstone? No, but cook that up. Literally don't need these anymore because the roof is done. Don't need these. Yep. Probably should have did whole bricks so I wouldn't have to see that. Alright. So now that that's done, so what I'm going to do is like bust random holes in the wall. I like random patterns, put stone bricks in there like that. Same. So that way it looks a little bit more natural. Because right now, as is, it doesn't look natural. It looks layered. So I'm just gonna go ahead. Oh my, what the fuck just happened there? Like my frames were just no. They just went like nah. I don't know what happened there, but it was like, nah. There we go, a little bit more mixture. There's a hole there. There's a hole here. As long as I'm picking up all the blocks. the frames is so poor. Okay, see, that looks much better. It's all mixed in. I'll have to know how an odd number roof becomes even. Oh, it's off kilter. That's how. How? Yep, not gonna question it. Just can't be bothered, can't be arse. What I am gonna do is go ahead and break like a few holes in the roof here. Because we need some vents in here. Holes to do the trick. Gotta make some iron bars. Can't do that here, so what I'm gonna do is put another one here. Actually, yeah, who cares that's there? It don't matter. It don't matter. Alright. So these holes I'm opening up, I'm gonna go ahead and fill in with iron bars. It's gonna make things a bit more open. Also gonna have to put like giant pillars to the roof. But I think if I type in bars, there we go. So that way all those heat and chemicals in there can just vent out. I really don't actually have to worry about chemical venting. As well as heat venting, but hey. For the sake of my roleplay, I'm gonna do this. Look at that. Look at that. So I have some opening, a bit of natural light coming in. I really do need to get rid of these torches here and put in some actual lights. So I think I'm going to do a wall lantern there, a wall lantern there. And then there and there I'm going to have two giant pillars going across. Do not know what's causing me to lag. Not you, oak tree. Spruce. up spruce. What's that one through? What's that one through? Alright. Snap the back, crack the spine. You hate to hear it, but you just gotta do it. Yeah, that's good enough. I'm lazy. Goes a hold it there. Actually, yeah, that just looks weird. There we go. Cover that back up. They're not gonna see it, so why do I need to put... For fuck's sake. Turn off. Let me through. Thank you. You know, nah. I don't like the looks of it breaking through my walls. So I'm just gonna do that. There we go. I just need a little bit more. Chop this down. Chop this down. And boom. Yeah, that looks good enough to me. So and boom, there we go. There. I mean, that's over this thing here, so there's nothing I can do about that. I mean, I can get rid of the roof on top of the this thing, so now it's no longer exposed to the elements. So I don't have to worry about snow landing in there and breaking it. But at the same time, I'm just gonna leave it. Alright. Enough of that. What I need is now the ceiling lanterns. Let's just go with screws. What do you mean I'm out of iron? But yeah, look at that. Look at that. Tell me how that doesn't give it more factory feel. Just need 3 more of those. You cannot tell me that doesn't give it a more factory feel. Are you out of slag by any chance? Nope. Oaks. 1, 2, 3 of these. There we go. Oh, those are ceiling lights. Right. Forgot about those. Boom, boom, boom. Oh. Oh, that looks good. Oh, that looks industrial as fuck. I really need to get rid of these torches, because these torches, they're vibe killer. Slabs, seems nice and all. Square lanterns, wall lanterns. Alright. Six. I mean, this can only be one color. I'm gonna find it. Where are they? They are literally all over the fields. There we go. One. That poor egg, it just never got a chance to hatch. Because I completely forgot you have to put them on the beach. I mean, you have to just put them on sand. So that is like a stillbirth turtle egg that's just going to stay there forever. Right. I can go bye-bye. These torches can go bye-bye. course. Alright, so it's now plenty of light here, so I can get rid of these torches here. They just do not fit a theme whatsoever. Clear. I mean, look at that. Look at this. Okay, this is a building that's... I'm gonna say done. I'm gonna say done. Some might argue it's not. I'm gonna argue that it is. You know, we're free to argue with one another. Paper lanterns, stone slabs. Right. It's not done. Okay, fine. People arguing it wasn't done. It was right. It's not done. So put that in there. Take that out. Now then, how the hell do I make the paper lanterns? That's as simple as recipe. Crimson root, dandelion, torch flowers, everything, blue orchids. Nah. Alright, gonna need more torches, but not exactly a hard craft. Yeah, needing to bow my head just to exit a door. Nah, that's a hard pass. So put those away. Sure. 2 more. I need more than that. So 1 right there. Why does it make a wet ass sound? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 more needed. Okay, I happen over I can get lots of sugar cane. Conveniently, 6 more. That math sure did math out in the way I was hoping the math would math out too. Alright, these are lower, that's why. In that case there, let me go ahead and, yeah, these don't even look right with these things. Okay, now that's done. Ideally, I should have put a pressure plate on that door. But looking at, I mean, an actual factory would have way more lighting for safety and quality assurance. But look at that. Layer Scorchia and torches. I can do that. Frames, I can't do that, unfortunately. There are no frames. Alright, where's Scorchia? Torches. Okay, so that platform is done. That's done. That I'm gonna leave out to the open. Just looks better that way. It actually shows that I did something with Create. That's done. Home base is done enough. Because folks, this is what I'm gonna say. Thank you. If you're watching this live or watching VODs, I'm Cliffbase and I'm signing out. For those of you who was here during the start of the series, to now, I do apologize for not making it all the way to the end. But hey, taking the sights, look at that scenery, I think it looks nice. I mean, all the way to what? Really, this series is whatever the hell I want it to be. But yeah, so let's go ahead and let's just take a fly around the base. So here we have the concrete station here. You know, I'm proud of this machine. It lagged the fuck out, but it did its job. It made me gravel, it made me sand. It didn't auto mix the concrete. I could have went further with it. But hey, at least it was something to create. Then we have this platform here for like brine, hydrochloric acid, or hydrogen chloride, and sulfuric acid. 100% out of sulfur. But I said I was going to make it on the water, and I did make it on the water. Even made a fancy bridge going to it with lights on it, strings on it, green power. I like to say I stuck to my green power promise. I said I was going to move away from coal, and I did move away from coal, and I did everything green power. You know, I'm considering biofuel to be green power. And look at this. It's green enough power, okay? And it's great with a bit of mechanism to make up for Create sucking ass sometimes. Honestly, I think it's just Create not being optimized. Because I think what it is just like every time I want something to move, it considers an entity. And so the game has just treated me putting down a shit ton of entities in order to have all this moves. And that's like the main problem with Create. Because blocks just don't move. Like, blocks can animate, but they don't move. You know, it's one thing is like, oh, a texture is changing colors. That's nothing. Minecraft doesn't give a fuck about that. But when you want shit like this, because you gotta remember, that's moving. That's physically moving. You can see, like, how light is going through it, and sometimes the blaze is blocking certain pixels. You know, that's not an animation. This can be an animation, that's fine. But then you take in the fact of how they're shaped and how light has to go around it. And then you got this spinning around and how it's shaped. Like, this is all entities, which is why Create just lags you the fuck out. But anyway, I have my weird, somehow turned very oriental forge. Should I put signs on everything? I mean, I'm never coming back to this world, truth be told. I'm not. There's no point in me coming back to this world. But for the sake of finishing details, let me go ahead and just make some signs. You know what, screw it, I'm gonna make the signs out of bamboo. I'm pretty sure there's bamboo signs. Alright. So this right here is the warehouse. Computer area. Or processing. Forge. Player. Manner. There we go. That doesn't give a name. It's not important enough to have a name. The fuck? Who's calling? Damn spam callers. Alright. So, yeah, I think I did good enough. Alright, folks. So, sorry this series is ending abruptly, but at least I'm putting an ending conclusion on it. I put roofs on like 2 buildings and called it a day. Okay. I have this farm over here, which honestly I don't even know how good this farm is, because I don't know what level that is. Oh, this thing's full. Yep, this thing is 100% full. But hey, at least I made a farm. An automatic create farm that I'm pretty sure lags shit out as well. But I'm proud of that, okay? I made that. And yes, the player house has been literally abandoned. But you know what? At the end of the day, all's well that ends well. So folks, thank you. I'm Cliff Biggs. I'm signing out. Please be sure to like and subscribe and leave a comment down below if you're disappointed that I'm abandoning this, and it's mainly just because it runs like ass. I would play this more if it didn't run like ass, but unfortunately it literally runs like ass. So there's nothing I can do about that. Be sure to ring that bell and turn on all notifications to be notified the next time I'll be streaming. Next time it will be a different game. Gonna put Minecraft on the back burner for now. I might come back to this mod pack in the future, play creative mode, do a mine colonies build out a city. Cause I do like the idea of putting a city on a big ass island in the middle of a lake. You know, so if I go ahead and where is it? Like, you see how this has this here? I mean, ignoring that little bit right there. Or something like this. Or ideally, something like this. Yeah, that would be cool. I can probably destroy that landmass. But yeah, I might come back to it, do something like that. Probably he'd use like the Shogun style mine colony pack because it looks nice. Put in some roads, put in some cities, or probably do the city one, Drippy Toad. I don't know, but that's gonna be in a long, long while. Alright, folks. Bye, Internet.